Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I'm back with another Disney doll reroute. If this is your first time spending some time with me, welcome. I love doing doll restyles and reroutes, and I would love you to join me in my hobby by subscribing to my channel. In this video, I will be revisiting the Megara doll that came out last summer, that I rebodied with a made-to-move Barbie body in the review I did for her. Right from the start, her original hair was really dry, and that haircut she's got going on is not my favorite either. On top of that, I would have liked to see Meg with a deeper side part to really get that iconic swoop she has. In my reroute, I also want to change her hairline quite a bit, and bring down that front hairline towards her ear a bit more. And looking at the back hairline, that was also very high, so I'll be lowering that quite a lot too. For this video, I got hair from dollyhair.com in the colors Red Red Wine, Mink Brown, and Rosewood Auburn. These colors together create a very nice mix of red and brown shades, which I think matches Megara's movie look very well, as it's that perfect, muted, cool-toned dark red. I'm going to start off this process right away by cutting the hair on this doll as short as possible. Then I take a bowl of boiling hot water and dip in the head to soften the plastic a little. This makes it easier for me to take off the head from her body. I then take the head and my tweezers and I start scraping the inside of the doll's head. This pulls all the short hair to the inside of the head, leaving you with a very smooth, bald looking doll head. Now, you also want to clean up the inside of her head by taking your tweezers again and going into the head and pull out that leftover hair until the inside is empty as well. As I mentioned before, I am planning to alter the hairline quite drastically, and to make sure I have a nice guide of where I want to create that new hairline and to avoid any visible bald spots, I will paint the scalp to match the new hair. For this, I'm using red and brown acrylic paint, and I'll add in some Mod Podge, because that helps to keep the paint flexible so that it won't rub off or chip while I'm rerouting. As you can see, I extended the hairline around both ears, and in the back I made that slight V shape so it'll look really nice from the sides when she's wearing her iconic high ponytail. Here I'm once again showing you the reroute hair I'm gonna use. That is the Saran hair from dollyhair.com, and I'm still very excited about the color blend I created. To start prepping the hair, I separate a small section from this hair hank and thoroughly wet it. I brush out the piece of hair that I'm working with really well to make sure that there are no tangles left in the hair. Then I start laying out a bunch of strands on my table to prepare the hair for the reroute. This makes sure that while I'm rerouting, I can just keep going, and it ensures that all the strands are a similar size. The good thing about this doll is that Megara's head was very squishy by itself, which made rerouting her very nice and easy, because it did not require me to use any heat to soften the plastic. The reroute tool that I'll be using is this very nice one from the Doll Planet Hair. To do the actual reroot, I take one of my pre-sectioned hair strands and wrap that around my finger, so I can pick that up with my reroot tool. Then I simply push my reroot tool into one of the holes in her head to attach one strand. And now I will repeat these steps all over the head, starting with the hairline. As you can see, I'm working on her front hairline first, because here I'm using the holes that were already there. To extend the hairline at the ears and in the back, I'm following the hairline I sketched out with the paint and push the hair into the head, creating my own holes as close together as I can without ripping the plastic. Because this new hairline was in the back, I didn't add the strands too close to each other, but I was still very pleased with the result. After completing the entire hairline, I also wanted to change her part line a bit, by making it a little deeper than she had before. As you can tell by the existing holes in her head, the original part only went back very slightly, and I will bring my new part back a lot more, so that she can have a full part line when the doll is wearing her hair down. For this, I am using thicker strands than I used for the hairline, and once again, I'm creating my own holes as close to each other as I can. For my simple part line method, what I like to do is root the hair in one row from front to back, using those thicker hair strands, so I can split that row into two using the pointy end of my rat tail comb, creating a really neat part line. Then after doing that, I'm finally able to breathe again, because all the precision work is done. So now you can go ahead and fill in the rest of the hair normally. Once the entire head is filled, I twist the hair out of the way to keep it neat, and I take my Fabri-Tac glue to really secure the hair in place so you won't pull it out while styling. I take a Q-tip and swirl that around inside of the head to distribute the glue inside of the head evenly. When the glue is fully dried, it's time to reattach her head to her body again. The specific body I'm using for the Disney Store Megara doll is the purple top made to move Barbie body to give her some extra posability. I also take down her hair and brush that out really well before I take some boiling water and dip in the doll's head to really set that part in place. I also dip in the rest of the hair to smooth out the length. Then I wanted to give her a bit of a trim and give her that side bang look as well. For the length, I'm keeping the hair extremely long for now, because I do want to keep that ponytail really long and thick. That's why I only cut the very thin ends off. For the side bangs, I'm taking a pretty big chunk of hair at the front and cut that really angled. Additionally, I also take some small strands in front of the ears and cut those very short too. Then you can just pull all the hair into a ponytail, but I personally am using my long Ariana Grande inspired technique that I've showed in a previous tutorial. For this, I just basically take the hairline and pull that into a high ponytail, giving you the illusion of having a really long high ponytail. To add some height to that pony, I'm taking a second rubber band and tie that on the ponytail a little higher than the first one to give it that instant lift. To finish that off really neatly, I wrap it with some golden elastic. After that, I am taking my perm rollers and simply wrapping the hair around the curlers. To add a bit of a tighter curl in the front, I also am adding some smaller straws to the bang. And that gave me this look. I'm so happy with how this hair turned out, and I really hope you like it too. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this hair color, because I feel like I managed to capture Megara's hair color pretty spot on. And then to see more pictures of my dolls, make sure to check me out on Instagram as well, @TheDollBoy. See you next time!